Weekly Flags Recap. Yes, once again, it is time for the Flags Recap of the week. And this week, the Great Debate community still seems to be dominating in flags and copyright notices. But I did have to name a new category this week. This category is the racial arguments community, because they just had so many flags. It was something that I could not ignore anymore. So they get their own category this week, and they made a very strong showing. So let's get started. In the Great Debate community, U. James, 1978, who's been U. James forever, and U. James all sorts of other things, he's been re-uploading some videos that have been flagged. And then there's this guy named Luck59457. Now, Luck59497 comes in twice this week. Once because he had comments flagged as spam, and he made a video about how when you have comments flagged as spam, they don't go to people's inboxes. And that's a very interesting little glitch that I've noticed myself, that when somebody has their comments flagged as spam on my videos, I don't get their comments in my inbox, and it doesn't get sent to my email. So, very interesting video on that. But he also has a video where he's saying that he had a video flagged down, and that video was insulting Richard Coughlan, Coughlan616. And in his video where he says he had a video flagged down, he claims that Coughlan has actually pushed someone to suicide in real life. I would like citations. I really want to know what he's talking about, but link in the description box to that claim. Also, TheLivingDinosaur talks about a previous flagging where PPSimmons had his channel go down and was brought back up, and the history of that is contained in the Living Dinosaurs video, Holy Hallucinations 33, I believe it is. So, link for that. Also, somebody who is only on the fringes of the Great Debate community, Atheist297. Now, on Facebook, this guy is huge in the Muslim community around the world, like on the other side of the planet. Not really so much in the English-speaking world, but he has a video about honor killing, and it's got a whole bunch of graphic footage of people being stoned and people having, beheadings in public and stuff. And warning, it's graphic. There is a link to it in the description box. I don't know how long it will last on YouTube because it is graphic and it was flagged before. Here's a re-upload. Now, Flag of the Week! The video is called Topless Ukrainian Activist Chainsaws Crucifix. Okay? And it is exactly what it says. It's topless, very beautiful girl with a chainsaw. She's got the proper protective equipment, except for around, her top. And she's chainsawing down a crucifix with Jesus on it. And the thing about this being a false flag is the video that was uploaded blurred out all shots where her boobs could have been seen. There was like that censor blurry box. And still, it got flagged and age restricted. So, that is my flagging of the week. Every bit of that video was just a win concept, in my opinion. The last guy in the Great Debate community, Trust in JC. And he's talking about his copyright strike from the BBC. Here's what's important about his story. He got a copyright claim from the BBC. He had a 30-minute long video where he used clips of a show from the BBC. He wanted to counterclaim. He put in the counterclaim, and then YouTube told him, no, this is obviously a cut and dry issue where they own it and you infringed. And so YouTube has denied him the let's take this to court thing. You know, that step of the process where someone claims and then you counterclaim and then they have to take you to court. Well, the BBC somehow is in cahoots with YouTube enough that they don't have to take people to court. They can just say, no, this is obvious. And that's very interesting. So, link to that video. That's the first time I've heard of this happening. Next, we have the pro wrestling community, which has been very quiet. But even though there's only one video in this category this week, the guy is Bryant D45. This little guy talks some shit, you know. He talks shit like I do playing spades, where, like, it's not whether you win or lose, it's how much shit you talk. This guy talks some shit, and he's so puny looking with glasses, and, you know, he just... But he talks shit. Link to that in the description box. What's also interesting about that you people who aren't following these flags would not know, is that this is the third week in a row that Sean's view in the pro wrestling community has been mentioned in the flagging drama. So if you're following here, week 1 that I talked about Sean's view was the one who was flagged. This is 2 weeks in a row where somebody else was flagged and they're blaming it on Sean's view. Now, on to the interesting category. Just things that I thought were interesting and shouldn't be in the all the rest banner roll at the end of the description box. First, we have Lindsay 1566. And what's interesting about this is the mentality of, you know, a teenage girl. You know, she says that she's 15 or 16, and she's waging a flagging war against her friends who are in a video game, who decided to make a video game film where they were typing chat, and then the little chat boxes would appear above their characters, and they were talking shit about her in a video game. And here she is making a video telling everyone, please go to their video and flag it down. Also, what's very Dramalicious about this video is she's talking about her 12-year-old friends and calling them a whore with the kind of mouth that you would expect Hit Girl from Kick-Ass to have. Very funny video to watch. Next we have the Animal Mad 118. And what's interesting about this one, it's not a very well done video, but what I gather from it is that his original video was flagged for suicidal ideation. Here's a guy crying out for help, and the video where he says that he's going to kill himself gets flagged down because he said he's going to kill himself. He's doing okay now, though. Apparently, he doesn't use his own voice. He just types, so you can't really get any affect from him. And I don't even know that it's a real person, but he says that he's okay. The next one is interesting because it follows the story of the fat Aussie bastard guy. You guys might know him from the eBay scam where he lost a tooth and he sold it on eBay, and he said he was going to give it to the proceeds to a children's hospital. You guys remember that guy? Well, there's a video made by the Flab Army, and the Flab Army had the video was DMCA'd down, I suppose because the fat Aussie bastard saw clips of himself in there, but I'd say it was fair use, given the entire narrative of the video. The video basically tells the story of the fat Aussie bastard and him cheating the children's hospital out of money. So that's it for the interesting category. Now, in this new category of racial arguments community, first we have Ambi101, who was flagged for hate speech for talking about black issues. I don't really know what exactly about these black issues she was flagged down for. She didn't say. The next one we have is TheWackyWorldofOTV. And O, as he's been known on apparently multiple accounts, he reminds me of Tommy Sotomayor. And he also uses this word, he uses the N-word, and I'm used to people spelling the end of the N-word with E-R or just A or A-H, okay? But this guy is using the suffix E-R-L-I-T-E-S. And basically that's supposed to describe people in the black community who don't ascribe to his completely black, his full-bodied blackness opinion. It's like Miller versus Miller Lite. But he uses that word a lot. And apparently there are a lot of not full-flavored and menthol people in the black community. Watch the video. Link in the description box. Next is UltraDog17. He's claiming that he's been attacked by racist trolls, and he does say white trolls in his video. Then there's the Black Avenger 3257, who says he was flagged down for hate speech. A lot of energy in his video, and I like that he is being proactive and having multiple channels, and he's like, I don't care if you flag me, I will be back. I like that. I like that part. Not so much the whole, the Tommy Sotomayor viewpoint, but on we go. Next we have European Chariots. And his video that was flagged down, it's basically like you could make a montage of different like Ku Klux Klan things, and then that would be like an anti-white thing. This is like a Black Panther montage where it's like an anti-black thing, I guess. It was just a whole bunch of historic moments that were all put together for a narrative which would lead you to, I guess, think that black people are militant and want to kill white babies. And if you are interested in having black pride, you better be willing to kill a cracker and kill a cracker's baby. That's, I think, one of the quotes in that video. Anyways, the important thing, if you're going to check out that video, is check out the comments, or not, sorry, the video description. Check that out, because there are links in the description to things like davidduke.com. And I was like, no. There's a .com for that? No. Anyways, also, there was He Moan Mimi Too Mindless. It's one of those new YouTube layout channels where you can have two names and then they still tried to cram a whole sentence in there. But read the description box on that one too. It's really energetic in the description box. But basically, all this guy tried to do was make a roll call video where he just has a whole bunch of his friends and their pictures in the video. That's it. And it got flagged down. It's like, no. It's worse than, free speech violations. There was no speech in it. He was just naming all of his friends, and that got flagged down. Okay, so moving out of the racial arguments community, almost had a Freudian slip there. We have the inappropriate category, and the first one is I'm lost, is this eBay? She was flagged down for being inappropriate. Can't tell why, and she's not known for making videos that are inappropriate. Look down her video uploads, and it's pretty much just her talking into a camera. Then we've got a person who I know. I know the reason why. Okay, it's I gagged when I saw this. Oop. Big truck. Anyways, so my girl has a muffin top. It's when you're naming your channel, seriously, that's like one of the most important times to have proper grammar. My girl has an muffin top. I imagine was flagged down because of sexually suggestive things with BBW women. I think that's big-breasted women, or big is beautiful women, or big beautiful. I don't know, but I'm not attracted to 500-pound women. And here's the thing. Without getting too... I know I'm not a gem, okay? I know that. But if I were to dance suggestively for the camera, for a YouTube video, I probably wouldn't start groping myself while sitting on a toilet. Seriously, link in the description box. 500-pound woman, like, feeling up her legs, up and down, like that, on a toilet. Yeah, and then they wonder why they get flagged down. And another one from that person got flagged down. And I think also, this is horrible, but pick your wedgies out of your ass before you make your video. I'm Porky Pigging it right now. I'm in my boxer shorts, but I'm not showing everyone my boxer shorts, and I'm not like turning around and then having a giant ass fucking wedgie. So yeah, that got flagged down. Next one that got flagged down is, it's a feet video. Feet, right? But it's not the kind of feet video where those teenage girls in weeks prior have been flagged down because some sicko thinks that teenage girl feet is sexually suggestive. No, this one is a little bit stranger because it really does look like public foot stalking. Like this guy is going out making videos, walking up to girls who he does not know in a convenience store, and then like going right up to their feet, like without asking permission, and then soliciting them with $20 and saying, hey, if you let me film your feet, I'll give you $20. It's a different kind of flagging down. If the people who flagged this one, I'm not going to accuse them of being wrong in the sense of they're pedo and pedo. Pedo. This one is actually like a public stalking thing. And the video is still, it was re-uploaded, and if you watch it within a couple days of this video going live, it probably will still be up. So, creepy foot stalker video, in the description box. Now, next we have a category which has only been a category of these videos for the last 3 weeks, I think. It's the commentary community. They feel like they are a community. First, we've got J.E. Rants, and the video I'm giving you is somebody else giving J.E. Rants a shout out. Then we've got Stupid But Not Funny. I think this person might actually leave YouTube because of being flagged so much. Then we've got the runner-up for flagging of the week. This would be Juicy Fruit Bowl. Now, Juicy Fruit Bowl got in touch with me based on the last few weekly recap videos I've done, and I coached Juicy Fruit Bowl on how to private all your videos and shut everything down so that you don't get that third strike. And so far it's working, but Juicy Fruit Bowl is now waiting out the 2 community strikes on the Juicy Fruit Bowl account. And basically it's just Juicy Fruit Bowl is commentary over other people's commentary, and that's what has pissed someone off. But Alex Bannerman 1 has made a video celebrating the fact that someone, Juicy Fruit Bowl, has gotten flagged down. Here's the thing. Of all the different subcategories in the weekly flags recap, I would figure that the commentary community, people who think that they make videos in the commentary community, would respect free speech a bit fucking more than Alex Bannerman 1. Just saying. Link in the description box to Alex Bannerman 1's his happy dance video about Juicy Fruit Bowl being flagged down, and also a link to Juicy Fruit Bowl's Daily Motion account, where all of Juicy Fruit Bowl's videos have been re-uploaded. And you can still get to them, but everyone knows that YouTube has the bigger audience. So this will hurt Juicy Fruit Bowl for the next 6 months. Now, the gaming community has also been pretty quiet this week. Only one person that I could find has really had a problem with flagging. Link in the description box for that. That's the Zolsoraj. Anyways. Then you will have a banner roll of all the rest that weren't interesting enough for me to stretch this video out even more. So that's it. Links in the description box for everything that I've talked about, plus more, and a couple links to some anti-censorship sites.